Hello, welcome to It's On Talk Show. I'm so glad to see you all again. Today's show topic is the cancer story. I have three wonderful people here with me right now. Tiara,
Sherry.
Sherry, and Tony. Um, they're going to tell, you're going to hear their stories. Their stories are going to inspire you. Their stories will give you inspiration, hope. And sometimes some people have terminal cancer and may go home to be with God. But the family members are there surrounding them and showing them so much love. So I want you to hear these stories today. My first guest here, Tiara, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about
I'm
yourself?
doing wonderful. Tiara, you look wonderful this evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what's your story in reference to cancer?
I'm a 2-year ovarian cancer survivor.
All right, woo! All right, survivor. All right.
I was diagnosed with stage 1 ovarian cancer 1 month before my 25th birthday.
Wow.
Having to lose one of my ovaries. I didn't have chemo. I just lost the ovary. Since being diagnosed with ovarian cancer, I have actually started my own foundation.
Really?
Yes, which is called Teal is a Big Deal. Teal is the color of ovarian cancer. It means take early action and live.
Okay.
So what I do with my foundation is we connect with women from the United States I've connected with women, from the United States to Japan,
All right.
inspiring them, just being there as a mentor, a survivor sister, I should call it, letting them know that there is hope after cancer.
That's right.
You don't have to be negative about it. There's always something positive to come out of your story.
And again, you said right before your 25th birthday.
Correct.
That's young.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that ovarian cancer, it's really big. A lot of folks have it.
A lot of women have ovarian cancer. They're usually not detected until stage 3
Is that right?
or stage 4, which is considered terminal.
Wow. Now, having ovarian cancer, does it prevent women from having children?
It could necessarily prevent you from having children. A lot of women, if they're detected in the late stages, they have a full hysterectomy. Or they go through the chemo and things like that. With me, I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have the chemo.
Oh, right now, you say you had chemo.
Correct.
But why not? Was it?
Because they caught it in the early stages.
Oh, okay. So that's great. So that means you had some type of screening or?
Correct. I go to the doctors every 3 months. When I go to the doctors, I receive 3 screenings: a sonogram, an ultrasound, and a transvaginal sonogram. And when I go to the doctors and I get my screenings, then I schedule my next appointment for my doctor to tell me the results.
Okay.
And with the results, there are cysts that lies on your ovaries.
Okay.
The cysts can be cancerous or they may not be cancerous. Now, every woman gets cysts during our menstrual cycle, or even when it's not our menstrual cycle, we get cysts. So, whereas though women cysts, they may rupture. Women with cancerous cysts, they grow.
Okay.
So that's how they didn't find mine, until I had a surgery.
Okay.
And I was having all the normal signs of ovarian cancer: cramping, trouble with my menstrual cycle. Some months it may be 2 days, some months it may be 10 days, and that's not normal.
Right.
Trouble eating, but I thought these were all, I'm growing up, my body's changing. I thought they were all signs of growth,
Okay.
but in turn there was something growing inside of me.
Wow. So, given what you just said, should women on a regular be tested for ovarian cancer?
Women get their normal pap smear,
Okay.
but a pap smear does not detect ovarian cancer. If you have the signs and the symptoms, and you can find the signs and the symptoms on my website at www.tealisabigdeal.org. And you can also read more about my story there as well. But the signs and the symptoms, a lot of women have these signs and symptoms, but we ignore them. Like with myself, I thought it was just an irregular menstrual cycle. With that, if you have the symptoms longer than 2 weeks, then you do.
Oh, okay. So that's very important for the women out there to know that you need to be have your pap smear test every 3 months?
No, your Pap smear is once a year.
Oh, okay.
But a
Hey,
Pap
I'm not
smear
a
does
female. I
not
don't know.
detect ovarian cancer.
Oh, okay. Well, you listen to her, not me. But it's important to just see your doctor on a regular.
Correct. It
Yeah,
is.
because we want women to live. And again, you are a young woman, and thankfully that it was caught in time.
Correct.
Because you have a wonderful daughter, and in fact, I have to bring your daughter up right now.
Yep.
Come here, Moya.
Chloe.
Chloe, come here, Chloe. Here's Chloe. Chloe is the daughter of Tiara. Oh,
Say
isn't
hi.
she beautiful? Hello.
Say hi, Chloe.
Hello. How you doing, Chloe? And it's so important for you to be healthy and living, so you can be a mother to your beautiful daughter.
Correct.
And so the women out there, you want to get tested so you won't get sick and lose your life and leave your children. Tiara here has health, and she has a lovely daughter who's smiling, which is so important. So sometimes, often I've seen so much with the TV show, and I will say this. Sometimes God imposed some things on us just so that we can be lights to the entire world.
And that since I've been diagnosed, speaking to other women
Uh-huh.
that has been diagnosed and that are pushing through, it helps me daily. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. But then I look at my daughter. I
Right.
may get a message from someone in Canada
Uh-huh.
or someone in Japan, and it really helps me to keep pushing.
Right, right. So what would you say to a young lady out there that that have not gone to the doctor on a regular?
If you are having these signs and symptoms, please go get tested. Ovarian cancer is considered the silent killer, and it can spread fast. You listen to your body. Don't play around with it. It is nothing to play around with. It can go from stage 1 to stage 4 in a matter of weeks.
Really?
Yes,
Wow, so that's very important.
it's
Please.
very important.
Yeah. And so, I mean, what has sustained you? Is it your level of faith?
It is my level of faith. My daughter's name is Chloe Faith.
Oh,
Chloe
really?
means blooming.
All right.
And faith is my faith in God, my love for my daughter and my family. My
Yeah.
support system is awesome.
Great.
If you don't have positive people around you and you are battling any type of disease, going through anything, you need to change your circle of friends. You need to change your environment. You have to stay positive.
Yes, yes.
When you wake up in the morning, pray and keep it going.
I have to ask you, what church do you attend?
I go to Empowerment Temple.
That's my church. Faith is so important, and I've seen you in church and such a strong worshiper, loving God, and I can say that God must love you so much.
Thank you.
Because He's putting you on this major stage, and you're giving hope and transcending the message of for women to have good health.
Yes.
That's very important.
Thank you.
So I respect you for what you're doing. I know you're a great mom. I've seen Chloe. She was maybe that big, and now she's
Yeah.
up here. She's so beautiful. Hi,
Thank
Chloe.
you. Say hi. Usual.
Yeah, but it's so important for the mothers out there to be tested, because your children are very important to you, I know. But your health is also important, so you have to go to your doctors, get the regular treatments and procedures that you need to get so that you can be healthy. Are there any new cancer? Was there a? I was watching TV not long ago. It's supposed to be some type of medicine to heal cancer now.
Well, they're still running tests.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of tests, a lot of different things to detect ovarian cancer sooner than stage 4 or stage 3.
Right.
So, I mean, there are different things that they're doing.
Right. Can I ask you, what
Yes.
brings on ovarian cancer?
Ovarian cancer, they say that it's with hormones. They say that it's genetically tested, genetically passed on.
Oh, okay.
Just like with any cancer, it's not pinpointed. So,
Right. But is there any type of foods that people should be eating or anything?
When I was diagnosed, they advised me to become a vegetarian.
Okay.
Just like with most people, when they're diagnosed, they advise them to become a vegetarian. So, like I tell everyone, I'm not a doctor.
Right.
I can just give you
You
from.
look like a doctor.
I can just give you from where I came from
Right, right.
and assist you with going to where I'm going.
Yeah, because I know when you said vegetarian, I know juicing is very important because,
Yes.
of course, it's a combination of fruits and vegetables. And I've heard some stories where that really helped, even in the healing process.
Yeah.
So a diet, some people need to change their diet anyway. Exercising and good diet. Hey, Chloe. All right. What you gonna be when you grow up? You don't know. She doesn't know yet, but she's gonna be great because her mom is great. Well, listen, Tia, it's been a true pleasure to have you on the show, and I bid you Godspeed, and may you continue to be that great light to the world, helping women to acknowledge that they need to practice good health and also to see their doctors regularly. And I want to thank you so much. Hey, don't move from your seat. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Cancer Story. And again, we're here at the Maureen Armstrong Library. You just saw a picture. She's such a beautiful woman. And she also has two wonderful children, Candace and Tony. Hello, Candace and Tony. How y'all doing?
Fine.
That's good. And also, again, of course, we have Sherry here. And Sherry took care of your dad. Let's talk about your dad.
Yes, my dad passed away in 2007, John, from prostate cancer.
Okay.
At the age of 85.
85?
Yes.
He lived a long time.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
But still, just like, I mean, those years still, it means a lot when you lose a parent.
Right.
You never can have them long enough.
Very true. So, did you take care of your dad?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I sure did.
Wow. And in taking care of your dad, what was life like for you?
It was rough because you never want, you always have it in the back of your mind that you're going to eventually lose your parents. But when reality hits that it's going to happen, death is always a stranger.
Yes.
So it's hard, and you go through these ups and downs every day because you just, you don't want to lose anybody that you love.
Right.
From this side.
And I can see you love so hard.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yes, I do.
And so many children are taking care of their parents with various sickness, but particularly cancer. And it's tough. And again, we never want to lose our parents, and to see them withering away. And what type of cancer did your dad have?
He had prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer. And of course, that's a big one for men. I even got checked for it. And men must be checked for prostate cancer because it's called another silent killer. So it's very important for men to get tested. So what would you say to children out in the TV land right now that are dealing with the situation that you went through?
Okay, first of all, I just want to say, if it wasn't for God on my side, where would I be?
Hallelujah.
You have to have God on your side and have a strong sense of faith to make it, because you can't do it by yourself. And my belief, from what I believe that, I'm going to see my dad again.
All right.
So, I just stand on knowing, and I'm encouraged to know that one day I'm going to see him again, and I just live my life the way that he would want me to live my life, and that's serving God.
All right. What church do you attend?
I attend Family Bible Ministries Worldwide, Apostle Eddie Montgomery, Bishop Cassandra Montgomery.
All right.
Yes.
All right. That's great. Well, faith is so important. Just like with Tierra, I think faith is a strong component. It keeps you together when you're going through. And because, death is almost imminent in some cases, as it was with your father. And faith is the thing that keeps you together.
Right.
And so what would you say to someone that does not have the faith that you have, that's going through what you went through?
I would admonish them to try to get to know the Lord for yourself. Try to find a church home. Find a leader that you can respect and hear from the Lord and hear from God. And because God is the answer. He's the answer for everything. So that's what I admonish those that don't know the Lord to try to get to know the Lord, because He is your stronghold. He is your strong tower. That's what I wanted to say.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
And I have to say this. Sherry and I went to elementary school together.
Yes, we did. And you didn't remember me.
I'm sorry, but you look good.
Thank you. You too,
And
Joe.
Good to see you in good health.
Thank you.
But you're also doing something else. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
This is what?
This is a CD that I just released. It's a Christian R&B CD. It's entitled "For You, Daddy," and I dedicated this CD to my father because before my father passed, first of all, my father was a consummate musician himself.
Oh, really? Okay.
He could play jazz, and he encouraged me in my music. Before he passed, he encouraged me to write music. So. Before he passed, he wanted me to write him a song, and I couldn't think of a song. So, but when he passed, it came to me. God gave me the lyrics, and He gave me a melody, and I was so missing my dad one night when I was at work, and I just kept saying, "How I miss you, how I miss you, my father and my friend," because that's what my father was to me, my father and my friend.
All right.
And that's how the song came into fruition. On the CD is a song entitled "Daddy, I Miss You."
Now, you know I'm going to ask you to sing a little bit if you can.
How I miss you, my father and my friend.
Right.
How I miss you, wish I could see you once again. Just can't help but I want you here with me. But I know that you're with God and now you're free. But Daddy, I miss you.
All right. That's excellent. I'll tell you. I'm gonna have to get this CD. Oh, that's really nice. And that's
Thank
so
you.
thoughtful because, you know, you went to another level even after Daddy's gone to show your love.
Right.
And you know, it's so important because the mechanism of family is so important.
Right.
And to have love because, you know, we live in a society now that we never know if we're going to lose a family member today, this afternoon, tonight. And it's so important to have love within the family circuit. So to exhibit that's so strong. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna move over here to these folks here. How y'all doing?
How you know?
Now, you all had this great mother, Miss Marina Armstrong. There she is, right there. And you all took care of her in her sickness.
Yes, with the help of family.
My sister took care of her mostly. I was incarcerated during the time of my mother's death, so my sister
Okay.
was here for my mother.
So how was it? How tough was it for you?
It was tough, but with the help of family, we had a strong family backbone. My aunt definitely, she went through breast cancer, so she was there to help. And my mother, great friend of hers, he also had cancer, so he was very passionate, and my family was there.
Great.
100%.
And again, that's what I was just talking about. Family is so important because we all need one another, especially when trouble comes, sicknesses. You know, to stick together. You said that you was incarcerated, but you thought about your mom.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. I couldn't be there for my mother for her last days. You know, get to see my mother again. You know, during the time while I got incarcerated, I found out my mother. They found out she had cancer. It was, you know, it was real hard on me not being there for her, and I still deal with that every day.
Right.
Just, you
And
know.
it probably had made you straighten up in life. I mean, I don't know you, but sometimes when things happen, it kind of says, wait a minute, I mean, let me get myself together because you know your mother wants you to be the very best man you could be. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's like God put us in certain situations. You know, it made me stronger though as an individual though. You know,
Right.
but yeah, it was.
What would you say to some brothers that's maybe in prison right now and their parent is sick? How would you encourage them?
Just, you know, don't never lose faith, because like every night in my cell, like I just prayed every night, just hoping my mother would get better. And just kept my faith in God. You know, even though she gone, I know she in a better place. She ain't suffering no more. So that makes me feel a lot better too, just to know my mother not suffering no more. Also, like even though I wasn't there, but every time I call home and talk to my mother, it was like it was nothing wrong with my mother. Like they say, like out of nowhere, she just talk regular, like she just was acting like just nothing was wrong. She was perfectly fine. So she kept me like thinking that things would be okay. Like, you know, during our last days, she still talked to me and just still told me everything was gonna be okay, and that meant a lot to me. Just by knowing that she was okay, I was okay. As long as I knew she was alright, I was alright.
Right. Sounds like, and you know, I'm just moved and touched by the love you all share with your mother. I can just feel it right here. And that's so moving because that's what's needed. And love will keep us all together, even in tough times, you know. What would you say to encourage other family members that are going through the things that you all had to go through, dealing with the sickness of cancer with your mom?
I would say stick together. That's the most important thing to do. Keep your faith, pray constantly, always keep in contact with the doctors. Make sure you voice your opinion, ask questions, because during the time my mother was going through her sickness, they told us that she had lung cancer. And then she eventually died from stomach cancer.
Wow.
And they kept telling us that the lung cancer was clear, she was going to be okay. And then one day I had to take her to the emergency room. And it really hurt that I couldn't bring her home this time. And that was a lot on me. But my family, through everything, especially my aunts and my uncles and family, just stayed by me through everything. And my brother, I know he really had it harder than I did because I was able to actually talk to my mother and ask her questions and asked her how can I move forward with this, and she told me to stay strong and be positive. And all I would say is, as dealing with this as a young woman, I would say that the most important thing to do is just keep your faith, pray.
Right.
Just pray.
And you know, that's why I've heard the word pray and faith so much here today, because we know God is really a healer. And sometimes it's His will that He bring His children home. But for the most part, it's faith that will keep you together. When mom or dad is gone, we have to remain here to carry on, you know, because you are the legacy of your mother, so you have to carry that torch now and be and exhibit the greatness that she exhibited.
Right.
Yeah, because I can see and feel from both of you that your mom was a great, I never met her, of course, but was a great woman.
She was.
Talk about what you say.
She was a strong woman.
Yeah.
She was definitely a strong fighting woman. She fought her last few days. Even when the doctor said she was gone, she came back. It was amazing.
Right. Yeah.
She was a strong woman with a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Helped everyone, giving. She loved children.
Right.
She did daycare for plenty of years. She had her own business.
Okay.
She was a very strong, independent, loving woman.
Okay, and I'm
Definitely.
sure you're gonna follow right after mom.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a good thing.
Yes.
You know, and that's sometimes God will take our loved ones home, but that loved one, like your mother, taught you all, gave you all so much, so that you all can become great people in the world that people can look up to. You follow me? So that's very important. So, you know, I'm going to encourage the both of you to continue and flourish in life and fulfill the dreams, your goals, and the aspirations that your mom had for you to be that great man, be that great woman. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, so many people have lose faith when mom or dad dies. They just almost seemingly die, but not you all. You know, Sherry is being a great song producer, singer, writer, and you guys doing what you're doing. You know, and you all just don't know that it's about probably 500,000 people out there right now that have gone through the things that you all have gone through, and you all just gave them a lot of hope. You know what I'm saying? You know, there is, you know, and we watch TV, there's a lot of negative stuff, but this is the positive stuff. This is stuff that they can take into their heart and say, wow, if you all did this and were strong afterwards, I can be strong. Because we live in a society now, we don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? War is imminent, so much is going on, but the family unit is strong, and God left us here to carry on. So we have to carry the torches of life and inspire and be the hope for so many, because people are watching you. So now you all have an obligation to fulfill the dream, you know, and be something great in life. Hey, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Hey, world, I got a special treat for you. Rose Brie, she's a singer. You're going to fall in love with her. Do your thing. Here's the mic.
All right. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Please take me to the King. Truth is this time, options are few. I'm so afraid, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't face what's left to do. Truth is I'm weak, no strength to fight, no tears to cry, even if I try. But still my soul refuses to die. One touch will change my life. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Truth is it's time to stop playing these games. Oh, we need a word for the people's pain. So Lord, speak right now. Let it fall like rain. Oh yeah, we're desperate. We're chasing after you. No rules or religion. I've made my decision to run to you, the healer that I need. Please take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn to pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Lord, we're in the way. We keep making mistakes. Glory's not for us, it's all for you. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn to pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Please take me to the King.
Rose, that was fantastic. I feel like I'm in heaven. You done took me to the King. We'll be right back. Don't move. Hey, welcome back to this on Talk Show. Oh, that song was awesome. Take Me to the King. I feel like I'm in heaven. Tiara, and I guess we're back with the great panel. And again, the show topic is the cancer stories. Tiara, tell me something. Do you find that some women are afraid to go to the doctors? And if they go to the doctors, are then some, when they find out that they have any type of cancer, do they just go in a corner and weep and moan and cry and never go to the doctors?
I do find that a lot of the women that I speak with, they don't want anyone to know. To be told as a woman that you can't reproduce, it hurts. To be told as a woman that it's a 95% chance that you can't reproduce, it really hurts. So I get a lot. I had 3 women email me and tell me that I was the first person that they've told.
Really?
One lady told me her husband didn't even know.
So
And
this is really a psychological.
it's really psychological. When I was diagnosed, it took me a while to tell my dad out my mouth. Of course, he was there when I had my surgery. For me to actually tell him that they diagnosed me with ovarian cancer, it was hard. I truly believe that, like, if I was to get married or, get in a relationship, I'll have to relive it all over again. Because if my husband or my fiance wants to have kids, then, even though I live with it and I deal with it now, I'll have to tell him there's a 95% chance that I won't be able to carry a baby full term. Or I'll have to, with my daughter, she gets older, she asks for a brother or a sister. I'll have to relive that all over again. I have one ovary, and I have survivor sisters that have had that are pregnant now.
And at full term.
Well, they're not full term yet, but they are pregnant, on their way to full term. That only has one ovary.
So there's hope.
There is hope.
And with faith.
With a positive attitude, there is hope. So don't ever lose your faith. Don't ever lose your hope. Don't ever give up on yourself. When you have cancer, a lot of women die mentally. A lot of people die mentally.
That's important.
Before they actually die physically. So while they're laying in that hospital bed, while they're laying home, they give up on themselves. Their families cheering them on. Their families rooting for them to go on, but they've already written out their obituary in their head mentally. So they die. So,
well, I know this for a fact. With God, there is life, there is hope.
There is life, there is hope.
So would you encourage them to seek God?
Yes.
What would you say to that woman that's laying down right now with cancer and that's holding it in herself and again mentally writing her obituary? What would you say to her?
Speak out about it. Talk to whoever you need to talk to. Go talk to your pastor. Go talk to a minister. Go talk to someone that can encourage you. It doesn't have to be a minister. It doesn't have to be a pastor, but talk to that person that can pray with you, not only for you, that can teach you how to pray for yourself. Because 3 o'clock in the morning, that person isn't there with you when you need to talk to God by yourself. When you're crying these tears nobody can see, you're going on about your day and everybody thinks that you're okay. You're really not okay. Don't cry those silent tears. Let somebody be there for you to be that shoulder. Don't let your pride be so big that you can't speak out to somebody else.
That's really important. I'm Sherry. As you went through with your father, and again, like we mentioned earlier, so many people going through this. But what would you say to someone that doesn't have a relationship with their parent, and the parent has cancer and is maybe possibly dying?
They don't have a relationship with their parents?
Because you have that now. I mean, some families are not united. But what would you say to someone to encourage them to forgive a parent, build a relationship before that person goes home?
Give them their flowers while they can smell them. And a lot of times we need to learn how to forgive other people so that we can live. We can't really live a full life if we living with unforgiveness. Don't wait until your parent closes their eyes and you can't tell them, I love you. That's right. While they can hear it, let them hear it. Right. Dig deep down into your soul and remove that. It's fear and it's pride and it's all of that. Get rid of it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there are days when I wish that I could just laugh with my daddy right now, just see his smile, just have him encourage me, just to be able to take. He used to like to take rides with me. If I would say, come on, Daddy, let's go to Annapolis. Let's go see some boats. Let's go do this. My father was like, come on, let's go. Do it while you can. Enjoy your parents while you can. While you can, because I'm going to tell you right now, I wish that I had my daddy on this side where I could just throw him in the vehicle and just go for a ride and just listen.
I can see my daddy again.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important. Because, so importantly, we have families that don't get along, and in time of sickness, they're not there to support, and that really needs to change. We really have to love one another because we need one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So if you're out there and if you don't have a relationship with a parent or a friend, or relations, husband, wife, child, get that relationship. Begin a new relationship. Forgiveness is so very important because a person can have cancer, and unfortunately, cancer metastasizes and goes through the body, and some people are terminated much sooner than you expect. So you never know when their last day is. So always show the love. Thank you, Sharon. To the brother and the sister. Again, the children of the great Marine, Miss Marine Armstrong. So what would you say to that young lady out there that's crying now? She heard you a little while ago, and she's still in a confused state. Can you help her?
I would say cry, because you have to cry, you have to let it out. I just cried yesterday on the train on my way home from school from DC. Just thinking about my mother, just thinking she will call me right now saying, where are you? Are you passing? How your grades going? Are you hungry? I'm cooking you dinner. And just think of the good things. Just think of good memories, and think of how you can make her proud and how you can make your mother and father feel good about what you're doing. Continue to do positive things. Don't ever let yourself stoop low or get to a bad point in your life, because your parent is always watching over you and wanting nothing but the best. So I continue to do my best, because my mother dying wish was to just see me graduate. So come May, I will be determined to graduate from college and get my bachelor's degree, just because my mother, and because I want it as well, but I know that was her wish, and that's all she really wanted for me.
So let me ask you, what are you majoring in?
Criminal justice and political science. I'm a double major.
All right. Hey, let's give you a big hand. I mean, that's great. That's fantastic. And so you're going to be graduating real soon.
Yes, May.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
From It's On Talk Show, your host, Johnny Holmes.
Yeah.
But that's important because some kids go out and begin using drugs because they can't deal with the frustration that their strength, their hope, their love, their mom or dad is gone. You follow me? And so they're hurting, and they think that that's the only way they can get over the pain. But you see, this young lady, no, she's continuing school, doing the right things. She's looking good, feeling good, knowing that mom will be very proud of her, and you can be very proud of yourself as well.
Yeah.
Because the world is waiting for you in whatever capacity that you're going to have a career in. They're waiting for you. See, the world needs people, strong, loving people, because you represent a lot of hope, a lot of love. They need you. They're waiting for you. So, Tony, there are a lot of young men that, when their parents die, they get angry. They get violent because they feel like God took away mom, dad, and why. So, but you at peace.
Nah, to be honest, I'm not at peace.
No?
Nah, I deal with it every day. It's still a healing process. It's not going to go away overnight. And by me not being there, I still, wish that I could have done things different in my life instead of me making the mistakes that, landed me in jail or whatever.
But you know what? God allow U-turns, man.
Yeah, you're right.
So we all make some mistakes.
Yeah.
So obviously you're not there no more. So things are not that bad.
No, things ain't that bad no more.
Right.
Things are getting better slowly but slowly.
There you go.
Day by day I try to, better myself as a man, as a father. Try to be a better son for my mother, because I know she's still watching me. But within time, things will get better.
Right.
All I can tell a person is just keep faith. Just keep faith.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's strong. That's strong. Yeah. Well, man, I want you to keep doing good. Because it's obvious. Miss Armstrong put a lot of good into you. She's instilled so many great values in you. And again, we always remember, we all make mistakes. We have to. God can forgive us. We can forgive ourselves, and just move forward and keep moving forward. You follow me? So I know you have a strong support system here with your sister.
Yeah, I got a strong support system with my sister, my aunt, You know, my family. We
And
got,
family, yeah. So you got a reason to do the right things
Yeah.
and continue that.
And my kids encourage me more day by day to
Oh,
do
you got
better.
what's your kids' names?
Tony and Hardy.
Got a little
Got
Tony
two
Hart.
kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
My son.
And now, okay, but you got now you're a leader.
Yeah.
You know, things that your mom put in you, you had to put into those kids.
Yeah.
And they need you.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
So and then when we realize that we are needed, then we must stand up and do what we must do
Right.
to be that great man as you will be with your sons.
Yeah. Son and daughter.
So, son and daughter. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
All right. So team, we know that it's faith that will sustain us and keep us. We know that God is a healer. And you do know that, TX, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So could you encourage someone to that notion that God is a healer?
God is a healer. He has healed my body. I am cancer free at this moment. So yes, and I will continue to be cancer free. He has healed me. He has healed so many of my survivor sisters, and he can heal you as well.
Sharon, I want you want to give your email address in case anyone want to pick up your great CD.
Okay, they can go onto my website, www.goyall.com. Goyall.
Go, y'all.
Go, y'all.
That's on. And again, I just love the song you sung earlier, dedicating to your father. I know he's in heaven smiling. You know, he probably riding around in gold chariot on the gold streets up there. But it's so important to know that one day we will see our loved ones that we love so much they loved us. So we're going to love them back. And all we have to do is be the best people we can be, you know, and be attentive to the things that God has called us to be. And, you know, and again, Tierra, I'm going to elaborate on you one more time because, you know, you took it a step further. You went and got a foundation.
Correct.
And you're helping women all over the world.
Yes. And you guys can also find my foundation on Facebook. Teal is a big deal. Twitter, the same, and also Instagram. Teal is a big deal. And we try to post something daily, informational facts. We highlight a survivor, you know, when we get their stories, and the women have given me permission to share their stories.
Can you just share one great story
Yes.
with one of your persons?
I actually have a survivor sister in Canada.
Okay.
She is 6 months pregnant with one ovary, and she's actually to deliver our son, and I call him our son.
Yeah.
Because I was one of the first people that she told that she was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So you know, with doing that, that's actually a great inspiration for me as well. So.
Right. And you know what? I wanted your daughter out here just to show the miracles of God. Because because this could not have happened. You could have, Tara, had been so devastated by the cancer that this could have never happened.
And I actually was pregnant with her before I was diagnosed. But throughout my pregnancy, I had the stages of ovarian cancer. I had cysts that were rupturing. So the last 3 months of my pregnancy, I was on bed rest the entire time. At that point, they didn't recognize that, you know, I had the symptoms or I had the cancerous cells in my body. So.
But look at the miracle.
Right.
Even while it was going on, God still said yes to your baby.
Yes.
She's here.
Yeah.
So, in essence, you represent a walking miracle.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Don't move from your seat. Hey, we're back. And I have here today a brother that's awesome. He's bad. The coolest dude I know. Songwriter, singer, rapper, CEO, Emmanuel Ringo. Emmanuel Ringo, do your thing.
All right. There's times in your life when things go wrong. There's times in your life when you're fighting the storm. There's times in your life when you can't go on. There's times in your life that you got to be strong. Tears may fall, you may cry. In your life, you want to die. To keep on pushing, you give it a try. You give it your best, you give it your all, but yet and still you fall. You took time out to give God a call. These things don't work, these things don't mix. You got to be strong and don't never quit. Keep your focus on God and not the storm. Believe me what I tell you, your life will go on. Keep your focus on God and not the storm. Believe me what I tell you, your life will go on. I believe. We living in the difficult world, difficult times. Living in this world where we lose our minds. In the darkest storm, it seemed hard to shine. But when things goes down, he's right on time. He never did leave us, nor forsake us. Who's in control? Our wonderful maker. Peace be still, is that his will? The sun shall rise, the storm shall part. We gotta keep God up in our hearts. The way to survive, the way to live, the way to receive the blessings that God give. A storm is nothing but a test. A storm is nothing but a phase. So keep your faith in God to see better days. So keep your faith in God to see better days.
Yeah, I like that. Woo-hoo! That was awesome, Ringo. Very, very strong. So fitting for this time, this day we live in, because so much is going on, and we got to stay strong.
Yes.
Oh, we'll be right back. Don't move. Hey, welcome back. And again, today's show topic is the cancer story. And I'm so proud of you, Tiara, and all that you're doing to encourage people at large, especially women, and educate them about ovarian cancer. And, you know, as a result, their lives are being sustained.
Thank you.
So you are giving life.
Thank you.
You're giving hope.
Thank you.
You know, I am so glad, and you know, I'm so glad you are the great Christian woman that you are. I even know your mom; she's a wonderful person as well. Mm-hmm. And to have the little miracle that you have, your daughter.
Yes.
I mean, God has shown Himself and proved Himself that He's got your back.
Thank you.
And I just want you to tell the women out there that God has their back.
No matter what you're going through, just remember that He always has your back. He sees your footsteps before you take them. He knows what's in your heart. He knows what you feel. He just wants you to give Him your all. Surrender all to God, and just remember that. Keep the faith as well. My email address is tealisabigdeal@gmail.com. Once again, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Tealisabigdeal. And my website is www.tealisabigdeal.org. TEALISABIGDEAL.org.
And again, to everyone out there, I love you so much, and I want you to be healthy. I want you to be educated about your health. Please see your doctors. Please take good care of yourself, because I need you to watch the show. Peace and love you all. Take care of yourself, and also be looking out for a new show. Work That Dance. It'll be coming to you real soon. Remember the name, Work That Dance. Peace. I'm out. I'll see y'all. Bye, Mom.